31.
A new surgical technique called MEROPS or minimally invasive ROP surgery. Stage 4 ROP with posterior disease requires lens sparing vitrectomy. Some stage 5 require lens sparing vitrectomy and some lensectomy with vitrectomy. Peripheral traction is difficult to relieve without sacrificing the lens. In intermediate cases with partial detachment with a fibrovascular stalk extending anteriorly, stage 4 progressing to stage 5, or cases with peripheral localized TRT can be managed by MEROPS. Surgery for ROP usually does not involve complete vitrectomy. In MEROPS, the vitrectomy is much more limited than usual, where the focus is to relieve only the relevant anteroposterior traction with minimal intervention. A limited vitrectomy is done around the stalk and the stalk is cut to relieve traction. This is a demonstrative case of stage 4A ROP where a limited vitrectomy is done around the stalk and the stalk is cut using scissors. We face minimal intraoperative bleeding in this case. Another demonstrative case of stage 4A ROP where it's important for us to note that MEROPS can be performed even with a single port. The fibrovascular stalk was cut and also separated from the hyaloid all around using scissors. Here we can clearly see a 360-degree separation of the stalk from the anterior hyaloid with the retina in the background. A case of stage 4A ROP where both the vitrectomy and stalk cutting was managed using scissors. Another case of stage 4A ROP where both the vitrectomy and stalk cutting was managed using cutter. In this REDCam image, we can clearly see relief of all traction and reattachment of the posterior pole in the postoperative period. This is a case of peripheral traction in ROP. Here it is important to note that the active port need not be at the usual supratemporal or supranasal site in MEROPS. It can be made at any point which is most convenient for us to access the fibrovascular stalk. In this case, it was made superiorly. Advantages are that it requires limited vitrectomy, not all cases require infusion, single port vitrectomy is possible, it reduces the operative time, it is a lens sparing technique with reduced risk of cataract, there is minimal bleeding or risk of iatrogenic breaks. However, there is a theoretical risk of pulling on the retina and tearing it while handling the fibrovascular stalk, but fortunately we have not faced any such complications in our practice. In our hands, it has been a reasonably successful technique in preventing progression to stage 5 and in achieving retinal reattachment. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much. There is a question.
So you did not use any trocar cannula system for your surgeries?
No, sir. It's basically to gain some space. So a direct entry with an MVR was made. However, it was not a 20 gauge entry. The largest dimension of the MVR is not allowed to pass through. So it's just that a sharp single smooth entry was made with an MVR, and then we used 23 gauge instruments to do the surgery.
Any viscoelastic that you injected in that single port vitrectomy, like the single port
Yes,
surgery?
without infusion, when we just use scissors, it was a single port surgery. In some cases, yes, there was not much of hypotony or vitreous prolapse because there's minimal manipulation done and only the fibrous stalk is taken care of with a limited vitrectomy around it. So we did not face much of hypotony in any of these cases.
And no complications in any case.
So as of, we only have a few cases, but as of now, we haven't faced any major complications requiring
I
these
think
surgeries.
Dr. MPS sir's hands.
I think 23 gauge MVRs are also available.
So at our center, the routine MVR that we have is a 20 gauge with which we made an entry, and it's not a complete entry though, so
But-
it's much smaller than a 20 gauge entry.
But you do need a larger entry so that you, without a trocar, you're getting inside.
Yes, sir. Without a cannula, we're
So
getting
then
an
there
entry
is going to be a
inside.
little gap. So that's
It's a
understandable.
slightly larger entry.
But you
than a
cannot,
23.
have a 23 gauge MVR getting into a 23 gauge instrument will be difficult, because
Yeah.
as soon as you come
It's
out,
not as smooth
it
as
shrinks. So that shrinkage
spherical
won't
fibers
let the
come.
23 gauge. So you must have a
slightly
larger.
larger entry
yes.
to get in. Yes.
But it's a very, very innovative thing. Very nice. Any comments from the audience? I see some big ROP surgeon sitting in front of me. That okay, yeah. Well, this is a very good question. I mean, if there is a traction, just put a buckle.
So there are there are 4B cases also which have been handled like this. 4A,
4A, these are
yes, so most of them have been posterior traction. The transvitreal traction is the only component that we've handled here.
fine. Thank you so much. The next speaker